Hey everyone, this is Rob from Last Pack Mojo, and I appreciate you being with me today. I do apologize I haven't been able to put out a lot of videos here lately. That's due to me having to do some work. I still have to make a living, so I still have to work, and it took a lot of my time. But I got a lot of that work done, so now it's freed up my time to concentrate on making a lot of videos for Last Pack Mojo. So you should be seeing those come. So the last two videos, we got into the what and why, and now we're going to start getting into the how. Now, what I wanted to do with this is give you guys the ability to follow along with me on everything that I do, to where I generate an income to follow my passion, build out my own personal PC, and actually make some money doing, working in the card industry. So the best way I know how to actually, do this, accomplish this is through two methods. We're going to use the YouTube channel, and we're going to start flipping some cards. Now, that is the best overall way to do it. It will take some startup capital to do this, but it takes money to make money. So literally, I'm going to let you follow along every little step of the way. I'm going to show you every little thing that I do in order for me to be able to do this, okay? So you're going to be able to follow along and see exactly what I am doing. If it makes money, if it don't make money, if it hits a big bust, you're going to see it all. And I really wanted to start fresh, so everybody had the exact, because I wanted to put it to where, anybody doing this starting off I'd be basically starting off the same way they would. So as you can see with Last Pack Mojo, this is a brand new YouTube channel, just as anybody else would be starting a YouTube channel. Now, why do I say a YouTube channel? Is because it can generate you an income. It won't be overnight. It won't be in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It might take you 6-7 months to start actually generating an income from a YouTube channel. But you want to start now. You do not want to delay. It will start generating you income, and that's a great way to make an income, an extra stream of income to, help you along with your passion of, card collecting. So definitely want to start with a YouTube channel. The other thing is your social media accounts. We've got, Facebook, LinkedIn, Discord. I mean, there's several social media outlets out there in which can help you as well. So we've actually started with all new social media as well. So 0 followers. I wanted this to start off exactly if somebody else was starting off fresh as well. So like I said, in this way you can follow along and see every little thing that I'm doing in order to generate an income. Now, why do I want to generate an income? Is because obviously I want to make some money, put it in my pocket, and two is I want to actually build out my own personal PC. And if you don't know what PC means, that means personal collection. So I am actually wanting to build that out, but I want it to be as cost effective as possible. In other words, I don't want to spend all my money building out my PC when I can actually generate the income to actually build out my PC. So the best way I feel to do that is actually flipping cards. And what I mean by that is I'm going to go in, buy a card cheap, low, and then hopefully put it right back into the market to make a profit. So the way I'm doing about that is I look for the hottest or the key player, the hottest person in the market at the time, and look for cards concerning that person. So for me, it was Zion. I'm sure all of you know Zion is a big hot card right now, and you can sometimes go in there and pick up some of his key cards really low and then turn it for a profit. And what I mean by that is I can go in there, buy a raw card off of eBay for maybe $20, $30, $40, $50 and not get a high-end card. I don't want to look for the high-end card. I want to look for something that I know can turn me a profit and fairly easy, fairly quickly, and not be, I don't want to spend my whole wad on one card. I want to spread out that risk through many cards. It's called litigating your risk. So you want to spread out that risk as much as possible. So I go in and buy his key cards, like his key rookie cards, Optic, Donruss, and things, and Prism, that I can pick up fairly cheap, and if I get it graded and it comes back at a high grade of 9 or 10, I'm going to get a very good return off of that investment. Now, I have started with a working capital of $1,000. Now, you don't have to do that. You can start with as little as 500, 100, whatever you feel best comfortable with. But I'm starting with $1,000. I'm going to take $1,000 and grow that $1,000. So like I said, my person was Zion. I decided he's the hot one in the market right now. And right now, it was even better because, everybody's stuck at home. eBay sales on cars have really gone down because people are, obviously wanting to hold on to their money and so forth. Now, another thing, too, is I wanted to buy the raw cards. In other words, I want to go in there, get about 20 of his rookie cards at a good price, and then wait for those cards. I had to wait for those cards to come back in, and then I really look at the cards. And there's many ways that I look at these cards to see if they're going to come back as a 9 or a 10. And I'll get into more of that later with you. I've got a really high-tech technical way to really see if these cards are coming back as a 9 or a 10. And like I said, I'll share that with you later. But anyway, so I look at those cards. If I feel they're going to come back as a 9 or 10, I put them on the list. Now, I'm going to share this list with you right now. And let me see. There we go. So as you can see from my list, I picked up a lot of Zions. A few of these cards in here I had already possessed. So if you look at the list here, it'll tell you exactly the card, the player, the card number, what I actually paid for that card out the door. That's to me in my hand. A couple of the raw costs here if I put it back into the market. PSA 10, PSA 9. Now, here on these prices for the PSA 9 and 10, this is what the card sold for last. In other words, I go into this, what sold on eBay, what has been sold, and found that card and said, okay, what was the last price that card sold for? Okay, so that's where I got these numbers from. So, that being said, as you can see, I had picked up a purple Zion Shockwave. I got the John Morant Shockwave. The Yater I already had. Zion Purple, Zion Superstar Die Cut, Zion Rookie, Rated Rookie, Purple My House, the rookie card, Rated Rookie, a Revolutions Zion, Shaq I already had, the Silver Zion, Kevin Porter Jr., Gold I already had, Ricky Henderson I already had, and then I had a Ja Morant lottery ticket as well. And then you'll see some more Zions here that I picked up with some J.R. Barretts as well. And so I got all these cards back in now. And as you can see, here is exactly what I paid for these cards. Like I said, all the way back to me. So with the purple Shockwave, I got it for $21.54. Like I said, the time right now is really good to pick up some of these cards because people aren't buying cards right now, so the prices are dropping. I got a lot of these cards through an auction. I didn't get them through a buy now. I want to try to snipe some of these cards in auction, and I did really well. So as you can see, here is what I paid for these cards. This is what it's going to cost me to get them graded, and then like I said, the PSA 10 and PSA 9. So now, when I went through these cards, if I felt like they were going to be a 10 or a 9, I put them on the list. Now, as you can see here in the blue, I've got some Zions in here, some Ja Morants, I've got some J.R. Barretts, and even a Kobe White. And you can see here what I paid for them, what it's going to cost to get graded. Now, here's the thing. If these come back as a 10, if you take the accumulated, let's just take the Ja Morant for an example. I paid $15 for it. It's going to cost me $30 to grade it. If it comes back as a PSA 10, I could get $85 for that card. But if it comes back as a 9, I can only get $25 for it. So if it comes back as a 9, I'm actually taking a loss. And as you can see here, if it comes back as a PSA 10, I'm not making a whole lot of money. $40 on that card. So it's just not worth it. So I put that card to the side. I'm not going to get it graded. I'll sit on this card for a while. Maybe it'll go up in value at a later date, and I'll put it back into the market ungraded. I'll just sell it raw again. And the same goes for the rest of these cards here. It just doesn't make sense to get these graded for such a small return. So now if we go up to the top here, as you can see, I got this card for $21, or let's say $22, with the purple Zion Shockwave. Now, if it comes back as a PSA 10, the last one sold for $620. A PSA 9 last sold for $425. So yes, it makes absolute sense to get this card rated, have it come back. If it comes back as a 9, I'm still making a huge profit. The same with a 10, I'm making a very, very good profit at that card. So it makes absolute sense to get that card graded and put it right into the market to get a really, really nice return. Now, if we take a look at the next one here with the Ja Morant, I paid $15 for it, $30 for grading. Now, if it comes back as a 10, I can get $350. If it comes back as a 9, it goes down to $60. Now, the reason we're keeping this one in is because if it comes back as a 10, there is huge profit to be made. And if it comes back as a 9, I'm not taking a major hit. I'm not getting a loss. I'm not making really anything, but I'm not getting a loss as well. On the next one, the Yater, now you might be saying, well, why would you have that one in there? Because if it comes back as a PSA 9, you're only going to make $25. Now, we've looked at this card thoroughly, and like I said, I'll show you how to do that, how I do that later. And we really feel confident it's going to come back as a 10. And if it doesn't, it comes back as a 9. I actually like this card. I like the look of this card. It would actually stay in my personal PC anyway. So that's why I've decided to keep this one in here, because there's such a huge chance for a really nice return on that card. And then if you go through, it's basically the same. I mean, there's a huge chance, huge profit that can be made if it came back as a 10. So now we have to come down here and we start looking at the numbers. So if you look at the total cost of what I put out on these cards is $353. Now to get them all graded is going to cost $720. So that comes to a grand total of $1,073. So I went over my mark of $1,000 a little bit, but I felt that was okay. So now if we come over here, if we look at if they all, let's say they all come back as a 10, which more than likely ain't gonna happen, but let's just say that they do, then that'll come to, and they sell at the same price. Mind you, if they sell at the same price as well, we're looking at $4,600. So my profit is $3,500. Now obviously that would be on the best of days. So now let's look at the 9. Let's say all of them come back as a 9. Obviously, if I get the same price, I'm only going to make about $1,600. Now, minus what the total cost me, I'm going to make $520. Now that is still, and that's if I kept these blue ones in here. So let's say I apologize. So these numbers right here reflect if I put all these cards in, even the blue ones, and submitted the blue ones. So with taking out the blue ones, you can see that my percentage is a lot better here, okay? So I may lose a little bit of money, but I'm not forking out a lot of money as well. So as you can see here, instead of putting out the $1,700, I'm now only putting out $480, okay? And my return is almost just as good as if I would have done it anyway. So I'm only losing $500 if they all came back as 10s, and I'm only losing basically $60 if they all came back as 9s, okay? So these are the numbers I'm looking at now when I'm flipping, okay? So I'm looking at, anywhere between $500 and $2,000, I would say, on me making a profit through flipping these cards. Now, if I do that well, okay, what I do is obviously I get my return of my money. So now I've got $2,000 to work with. I take that $2,000 and I do the exact same process again, okay, the exact same thing. I'm not taking that profit, putting it in my pocket. I'm not getting into breaks. I'm not doing silly stuff like that. I'm taking that profit and using a method that works. You can make money with. So I take that full $2,000 and do the exact same thing over again, okay? Now, let's say that happens again. Now I've got $4,000 to work with, and so on and so on and so on. It keeps multiplying. Okay, the compounding factor. You know, that's what you want. You want to make a profit. Even if it's only $500, that's still another $500 that I can go in there, buy key rookies again, get them graded, flip them again. And my profit goes up once again. Okay? So this is exactly what I'm doing. Now, I apologize if this video took a little bit too long. I have no idea how long this video took. But anyway, this is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm making a video showing you exactly what I am doing step by step by step. So the first thing you need to go do is create a YouTube channel. If you're not comfortable making YouTube videos, still do it. Still do it. You don't have to be in front of the camera. You don't even have to show your face. You don't have to be that great, but it doesn't even matter if you don't even talk well. It does not matter. You want to start that YouTube channel. So you want to start that YouTube channel, and basically you can do the exact same thing I'm doing. Share what you're doing to grow your own personal collection. Now, the reason why I say it's really good to go in there and grab the raw cards is because there's 3 reasons why you can pick up raw cards really at a great price. People don't have the money to actually get them graded, so they'll just throw them onto eBay, and they're a really good card. They're a 9 or a 10 card, but they just simply don't have the money to get that card graded. 2 is because they are just lazy. I don't know how else to put it. They don't want to take the time to actually get that card submitted, and get it back and get a profit. They're just lazy, so they just rather put it up on eBay and make whatever small change they have. Or 3, they just really, really need the money. So you can usually go in there, get the raw cards at a really good price. You're looking at actually flipping that card, so you're going to get it graded, wait for that graded card to come back in, and then put it right back into the market for a profit. That's flipping cards. Now, like I said, you're going to be following along with me on everything I do. I am going to make videos of every little step that I take in order to do what I'm doing. Okay, so you can follow along with me. I'm going to show you how to market, the best methods to market, what I do when I'm looking at cards that I want to get submitted, how I look for key rookie cards, everything. So you're going to see every little step that I do here. And then Jordan, when he gets in here, he's going to be able to share with you even more great knowledge. He's much more knowledgeable when it comes to cards than I am. So he's going to be helping you out with that a lot as well. So anyway, I want to cut the video there. Look forward to the next video. I think with the next video, I'm actually going to get to how I look at my cards, see if they're going to grade well. If they're going to come back, a 9 or a 10, how I can feel confident that they're going to come back at those grades. So I think that's going to be the next video for you guys. Again, I appreciate it. And if you like this video and if you want to follow along with me on this journey and see exactly what I'm doing, then make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell so you can see my videos when I post them, and you'll be able to follow along with me, see every little thing that I'm doing. Anyway, I appreciate it, you guys, and I hope you all are doing really well. I hope you're staying healthy at this time, and I wish you the best today. See you guys later.